The Jungle Book. What's not to like? The story is simple, but the lessons are many. It's an easy read, but it stays with you for a long time. This was first published in 1894, over 100 years ago, and yet it has stood the test of time. We keep returning to this book because we all need reminding that there is more to life than chasing your tail or keeping your head down and blending in. Mowgli doesn't have it easy, but he grows up stronger because of his challenges. And if we allow them, our challenges can make us stronger, too. When people ask me what they should read, I always recommend something classic. There is a reason why these books are still around. They contain timeless wisdom. So today we'll discuss 5 lessons from the Jungle Book. Lesson 1. Be aware of the wolves in sheep's clothing. Wolves have been vilified for centuries. They're seen as evil and dangerous. But did you know that wolves only attack if they feel threatened? They live in family groups called packs, and their main concern is protecting their pack. Similarly, wolves are loyal, committed, social animals, which are qualities we admire in friends. In the story, Shere Khan is a threat to the wolf family, so the wolves unite to protect themselves. The story shows us that we should be careful who we trust. Some people can look harmless on the outside, but be dangerous inside. If you want to avoid trouble, learn how to read other people's body language. This will help you avoid many unpleasant situations. Lesson 2. Don't judge a book by its cover. Baloo and Bagheera could not be more different. One is a laid-back bear who prefers to eat and sleep, while the other is a serious panther who is focused on survival. However, they both care for Mowgli and help him when they can. They also teach him valuable skills. Baloo teaches him about the law of the jungle, while Bagheera teaches him about the ways of man. At first, Mowgli doesn't understand why he needs to learn both, but later he realizes that both sets of skills are important. We shouldn't just listen to one type of advice and ignore the rest. We should consider all points of view before making a decision. No one person has all the answers, and even experts disagree sometimes. It's always best to weigh the pros and cons before making a choice. Lesson 3. Never let anyone dull your sparkle. When Kaa hypnotizes Mowgli, he tells him to forget everything he has learned and to stop trying to be clever. He wants Mowgli to become like the other animals, just another cog in the wheel. Mowgli doesn't listen. He remembers everything he has learned and outsmarts Kaa. In life, we all face challenges that try to hold us back. Sometimes those challenges come from within, and sometimes they come from those around us. The important thing is to never give up on ourselves. We all have something special to offer the world, and it's up to us to find and develop our talents. Once we do, we should use them to make the world a better place. Lesson 4. Be true to yourself. After Mowgli kills Shere Khan, the villagers no longer want him to leave. They invite him to stay with them forever. However, Mowgli doesn't accept their offer. He chooses to return to the jungle, where he belongs. At first, this seems like a crazy idea. Why would he give up the safety of the village for the dangers of the jungle? But when you think about it, it makes sense. Mowgli is a wolf at heart. He's been raised by wolves, and he feels more at home with them than he does with the villagers. He may be able to survive in the human world, but he'll never truly be happy there. Life is too short to live someone else's dream. We should follow our hearts and do what we believe in, even if other people don't understand. Sometimes we have to take risks in order to be true to ourselves. That's what Mowgli does when he leaves the safety of the village and returns to the jungle. He knows that there are dangers that lurk in the shadows, but he's willing to take the risk because he believes it's the right thing to do. And in the end, it all works out for him. He finds happiness and fulfillment in the jungle, living life on his own terms. We should all be more like Mowgli and less afraid of taking risks. Lesson 5. Never underestimate your enemy. When Mowgli first meets Shere Khan, he thinks he's just a big, bad cat. He doesn't realize that Shere Khan is actually a tiger. Shere Khan taunts Mowgli and makes fun of him, but Mowgli doesn't stand up for himself. Instead, he runs away. Later, Mowgli learns that he can't beat Shere Khan in a fight, so he uses his brains instead. He tricks Shere Khan and lures him into a cave where he's trapped. Mowgli learns that sometimes we have to fight back against those who bully us, even if we're scared. If we don't stand up for ourselves, no one else will. Also, we should never underestimate our opponents. They may be stronger or smarter than we are, so we need to be prepared before we take action. If Mowgli had stood up to Shere Khan when they first met, he may have been able to scare him off. Or if he hadn't underestimated Shere Khan's strength, he may have been able to defeat him in a fight. But because he didn't, Mowgli had to resort to trickery in order to get rid of him. These are just a few of the many lessons we can learn from the Jungle Book. What are some of your favorite characters from the story? And what do you think is the most important lesson we can learn from the book? Let us know in the comments below. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Now here's another great book that you should check out. The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho is a magical journey that follows Santiago, a young shepherd who travels from Spain to Egypt after having a recurring dream about finding treasure at the pyramids of Giza. Along his journey, he meets a cast of colorful characters who teach him valuable lessons about life, love, and the pursuit of one's dreams. With its simple yet profound writing style, The Alchemist explores universal themes that resonate with readers of all ages. The novel teaches us that listening to our hearts and following our dreams can lead us to personal growth and self-discovery. Santiago's journey is fraught with obstacles and challenges that test his faith in himself and his ability to achieve his goals. However, through it all, he remains determined to reach the pyramids and claim his prize. As he journeys through unfamiliar lands and encounters new cultures and people, Santiago learns that the pursuit of one's dreams is a transformative experience that can lead to personal growth and self-discovery. He discovers that the true treasure he is seeking is not just material wealth, but also the wisdom and knowledge he acquires along the way. The Alchemist is a powerful reminder to all of us that if we have the courage to follow our dreams, we can achieve anything we set our minds to.